Good morning. It's Thursday at 5 a.m. and I am at work, sitting in a tractor, waiting to be picked up by the van. But I have a couple minutes, so I figured I would get on my phone here quick and just kind of share my thoughts about the zombie cataclysm. I prefer the term cataclysm over apocalypse because the actual Greek word apocalypse means unveiling or revealing of the true nature of things. And I don't believe that zombie viruses or rage viruses or whatever other kind of zombie stuff is going on, bath salts, I don't believe that's the true nature of things. So based on what I've read about the virus Solanum, the only way to kill a zombie is with a headshot. And whether that be with a gun, with a shovel, with a stick through the eye socket, a knife, whatever. You just got to get something into the brain. That's the only way to stop a zombie. So based on that, weapons are going to be things that you can either swing hard enough to break the skull, sharp enough to cut through, or a projectile that can also penetrate the skull brain thing. It's 5 in the morning and I only got like 3 hours of sleep yesterday. So I'm feeling it and I might not make as much sense as it sounds like I'm making in my brain. So bear with me. Silence is a good thing because if you draw attention to yourself, they're going to be on you like stink on a warthog. If you can use a bow and arrow, that's always recommended. If you ask me, silencers are good. A good, really practical thing to have with you at any point during a zombie apocalypse is zombie cataclysm, is a crowbar, because it's heavy enough, usually, if you can swing it hard enough, that you can crack the skull. You can get it through the eye socket with the hooked end, but it also has, it's applicable in real-life situations, trying to pry open doors, use it as a lever for something, etc. So try and have a crowbar with you if you can. Keep one in your car just in case you're out and about and some guy's trying to eat your face off. We overall have expressed a preference for nomadic survival. I would prefer, if I lived in an apartment building, to knock out the stairs and gather everyone on the top floors, because that way you have a wide range of skills, a variety of weapons, supplies, etc. And the van's coming for me any second. So I'm going to hurry this up. It's going to be a short one, and I apologize. But yeah, knock out the stairs, go to the top floor, fill the bathtubs with water, gather all the food that you can, all the the non-perishables. Ashley made a good point about having a flint and striker, because it's going to be hard to keep lighters fueled for forever, and matches are going to run out. So you're going to need stuff like that. I think I've reached the end of my knowledge. Oh, Brandon, you mentioned a horse. That is brilliant. Animals, in the case of Solanum, animals have a built-in defense mechanism and will never ever go anywhere near anything infected with Solanum. And animals, if bitten and infected with the virus, will only die and not reanimate. So if you have some sort of animal companion, a horse that you can ride, which will also provide transportation if you're on the run, that would be really good, because then you would have an extra warning system. So long as you can help ensure that they aren't going to make a lot of noise and draw attention to you. I think that's all I have to say on the subject, except one thing: if you get infected and you're going to turn, it's going to happen, there's no other option, don't make somebody else pull the trigger. That's just courtesy, I think. which sounds really morbid right now, but in that situation is a rule that I will enforce vehemently. But also, before we try any of this, I'm going to bring up, I believe, Matthew 10:8, in which Jesus commissions us to heal the sick, raise the dead, and cast out demons. And while a zombie infection or zombie cataclysm of any kind could be any one of those three things, sick people, dead people, or demonic influence. So, before we go off getting all offensive, going on the offense, I'm tired. Seek the Lord's face on it, because there may be hope yet for the people who are already infected. I apologize for how tired I am and how obvious it is, but that's daycare.